When they brought the information to you, I mean, obviously as an outsider watching TV and, you know, watching Nightline or whatever it was, you had one idea of what was happening. Did you learn more, and did it change your mind about what was happening?
Well, like everyone, probably, I thought once he was arrested, that the story was over. You know, that's what we always think, you know, because we're a headline culture. But when I found out that he was running this organization with 10,000 people from prison, and I started hearing his prophecies, I couldn't believe. I mean, I couldn't believe it on so many levels. His voice. The first few times I was like, how am I going to do this? I mean, it's so. I
did that too.
I'm sure. He's just not charismatic. He doesn't seem like a cult leader.
He's so charismatic in his non-charismaticness, though.
It's hypnotic. And in the edit bay, you start becoming hypnotized by his voice. It's strange. I never expected that to happen.
Well, I have to say, one of the things that is really a head tweaker about the film is that you can't tell whether you're just doing voiceover or whether he's speaking in some of the scenes where he's in prison, and it's almost as if it's mind control, it's coming out of his brain, or it's God speaking or something. It's very disconcerting with the tone of his voice.
Right, but then when we went to El Dorado, Texas, and we found out the sheriff had gotten a new computer, and he had the whole collection of jail tapes,
right,
because they put this surveillance camera in his cell, so there were hours and hours of tapes, and then we realized he's just crazy. He's just crazy. Like, he would see something on the news and then have a prophecy, and it all kind of made more sense at that point, for me at least.
He's definitely crazy. I mean, he's got a whole boatload of mental illnesses. I think he's definitely a narcissistic sociopath.
Those are really common in LA, though.
Yeah.
Just take some
They're really
Adderall.
common in that culture, too. But he's also, his schizophrenia it's a genetic predisposition, I guess, on his mother's side. And, you know, there's lots of inbred mental illnesses, but you just don't know what's going on in that squirrel cage. He's just, you know, anything could happen, and anything does happen. The one thing you can count on is not to count on anything.
It's interesting because, you know, we talk about mental illness and its connection to genius and creativity, and there is something about crazy people and prophecy and that as well, which is kind of terrifying.
Did you see that study about all creative people are some level of bipolar? Did you see that last week?
I didn't see that.
Oh my God! Yes.
God, that would explain my mood swings.
Totally. Yes. It's. I mean, these diagnoses. It is. There was a certain level of taking it beyond just the diagnosis when you look at the jail tapes, because you feel like this is an actor who's rehearsing in a certain way, and he believes his own story.
Yeah.
And for me, that was really educational.
He's the ultimate method actor.